You might for some reason want to have direct access to your actual file system on Openshift. I don't know why, but it might make sense to you. So let's try and do that. I'll write RHC SSH, and then I'll write the name of my project, which is Course Planner, and I'll get a direct connection to the actual file system on Openshift. So what I'm seeing here is an actual accessed a file setup, just like if I was on my own machine. I actually have access now to every folder, every file that Openshift provides for my solution to show the course planner. So beware what you're doing here, and that's also what the warning here is saying. You might destroy your application if you start deleting stuff, and you have all the different Linux commands. You might not be aware of those. If not, then maybe don't even go here, but you can do Linux commands like ls to list all the available files and folders. And I'm going to just show you what's up here, just to give you a basic understanding on what is on the Openshift setup actually. So the first one I want to go into is the Git folder here. And if I do an ls, you'll see this is actually where Git resides. We have connected the dist folder in our product to this Git setup so that we can do a Git deploy very easily to get it on production using the remember, you could do grunt, build control, Openshift. If you don't remember this, go and watch the videos because I already went through that. But that's actually using this Git repository. So that's where Git is residing. If I do an ls again, I have one called app deployments. Let's look at that one. That's actually so that we can switch back and forth between the current deployment and previous deployment if you want to. So each deployment you do, they'll have kind of a folder. What else do we have? So let's go back to the root. Let's go into app root, because that was actually where we went in the video where I showed you tails. So if I go in here and I do an ls and I do a cd logs and I do an ls here, that's actually where the Node.js logs reside. So that was the log that we connected to when I did an RHC tail of my application. There are other logs in here if you want to read on those as well. What else do we have? We have in this folder we also have the repo. That's also an exciting folder. Let's go into that one, do an ls. Here we actually have almost the same thing that you had in the dist folder on your local host. But the difference here is that we actually have pulled down all the node modules, and if you go into the client, you actually will see we also have all the bow components in here. Okay, so you can look at those if they have what you expect they should have. And I could keep going explaining what's up here, but I think you should just run through it yourself. Have a look at what's up here if you want to play around with it, if you want to have a look. But this is how you connect to the actual file system on Openshift using the command called RHC SSH and then the name of your application. When you want to leave this again, you'll just write exit. And bang, you're back to your own machine again. And again, be aware when you're actually hooked up to your Openshift file system that you don't destroy anything. But it's up to you if you want to go there. That was all for this lesson. See you in the next ones.